Hello everyone, sorry for the lack of videos lately. Honestly, I recently had a bad, sad tragedy in my life. A good friend of mine I knew back in college passed away recently. He was the same age as me. I was older than him by a few months apart. My friend's name was Chris Maino. In today's video, it's not going to be a workout video or a movie review. I'll be dedicating and paying tribute to my friend in this video. The reason why I did not make this video right away due to his mother's wish and request. She wanted to keep him on the download for a while until everyone in his family knew about his passing, and I had to wait for permission to post a video tribute on social media. My friend Chris is one of the nicest guys I ever knew in my life. It saddens me how he died so young, and it's the first time in my life I lost a friend. In my life, I have lost people close to me like my grandparents or my family relatives, but I never lost a close personal friend until recently. It's crazy that 1 month ago I spoke to him, and I cannot believe it when my friend Jeremy called me up telling me the bad news that he died. It was also shocking to find out he died of a heart attack while working at his job as a security guard at the time, and he had no history of heart problems. If he was still alive, I wanted to have him as a guest of honor on my YouTube channel. We met in 2016. I was president of a horror and sci-fi club at the time. He was one of my club members and became my secretary of the club. He was very enthusiastic and knowledgeable about horror movies. When we hung out, we had a lot in common. We had fun. He was like a brother to me. When being involved in acting in the horror and sci-fi club in college, we went on awesome trips and adventures to New York City, Sleepy Hollow, and participating in club activities when we collaborated with other clubs at the college. We went to the movies together. We saw movies like The Meg with our friend Christian. I'll never forget after seeing the movie, we hung out in the parking lot for a little while in his car and talked and chilled. In 2019, we saw the Joker film with Joaquin Phoenix with his then girlfriend at the time. We saw the remake to Pet Sematary with our friends Christian and Jeremy. After the movie, we had Mexican food, went back to Jeremy's place, shot some pool, and watched Wes Craven's New Nightmare. We saw Dr. Sleep on his birthday when I met his mom for the first time. That night was also the last time I saw him in person before the coronavirus pandemic. We still kept in contact by calling or chatting online. I just wish I saw him again after being vaccinated, but at that time he had a lot going on with his personal life. He had a busy work schedule and school at the time. Chris Maino was a big movie buff. He was always open-minded to watch anything no matter the genre or decade the movie came out. He appreciated black and white movies. He even loved to watch a bad movie. Not necessarily it's so bad it's good movie. Chris believed that no matter the quality of the movie, he always believed that every movie had something to offer and had an artistic value point to it. He approached movies from the view that they have their own unique way and always looked at the bright side of films. However, the good, the bad, or the ugly. One of the few bad movies he did not like was Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan. I'll never forget one time I texted him, joking with him, your favorite movie, because I saw a t-shirt at some place, but I don't remember where I saw it at. He even liked the recent 2019 Black Christmas remake. I'll admit, I still have not seen that one yet because of the '06 remake. That was enough for me. Chris was a humble guy, friendly, loved people, but was not judgmental. I have great memories of doing podcasts with Chris and my other friends, Jeremy and Christian, on his YouTube channel, Cantal 1408. The first podcast we did was the Halloween series. I'll leave a link in the description of the podcast we did together on his channel. We also did a podcast on the Batman movies. One of the few people I know pointed out one good thing in Batman and Robin was Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. But he admitted that is an acquired taste, though. We also did the Batman animated movies, the Friday the 13th series, and A Nightmare on Elm Street. He did the Leprechaun movies with Jeremy and Christian, but I did not take part in that. He did Stephen King reviews with Christian. He was very intelligent, and he did a great job going into great details about the movies. You all know I'm a huge fan of the Universal Monsters. I used to think I was alone in this universe, thinking I was the only one who knew about those movies. Never in a million years I would ever meet other people who also love the Universal Monsters and classic movies. His favorite Universal Monster movie was The Wolfman. On a personal note, when I went through a bad breakup, we met at Starbucks. When I told him about what happened, he gave me really good advice. Chris loved and was a diehard comic book fan, was a big diehard Batman fan. Some of his favorite Batman comic books were Batman Year One. We both agreed on the comic being one of the best reimagination Batman origin story told. The Dark Knight Returns, the Scott Snyder Batman comic books, The Court of Owls, The Long Halloween, Batman Hush. I'll never forget one time we watched the Gotham by Gaslight comic animated film at Jeremy's place. And there was a bonus episode on the Blu-ray DVD. We watched that too, but I don't remember which episode it was. I remember it was a Ra's al Ghul episode, but I just can't remember the name of the episode. It's sad he won't be able to see Robert Pattinson's new Batman movie. And just like me, he was neutral. He loved Marvel and DC comic books equally like me. He loved the Captain America movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He loved that Steve Rogers / Captain America was a great example of what a true American patriot should be. And when I see the new Batman movie, it will be in memory of him. I'll never forget when the new Punisher Netflix series came out in 2017. He lent me a Punisher comic book that I already read before a long time ago. When I read it, I did not realize it was the same one I had, but still, it was a nice refresh to reread that Punisher comic book. It was the 1986 series when the Punisher first got his own comic book series at that time. Prior to that, the Punisher was a guest in a variety of Marvel comic books like Spider-Man, Daredevil, Captain America, and other Marvel comic characters. When the new Punisher Netflix series came out, we binge-watched a few episodes. Chris loved Alan Moore's comic books like V for Vendetta and The Watchmen. Chris Maino was a big fan of the Netflix TV series Stranger Things. When the new Stranger Things comes out, I'm going to watch it and eat Eggos and make the triple-decker Eggo extravaganza recipe. I am excited for the new season, especially after the long wait and the way Season 3 ended on a big cliffhanger. Chris was a writer. He had a blog and a website. His blog and writing on films and books show how big of a fan he was. When I started my YouTube channel 2 years ago, he was one of my first subscribers to comment on my channel on one of my earlier videos, and I thank him for that. He was also a big die-hard football fan. Despite not being into football, I watched the Super Bowl a month ago in honor of him, in memory of him. For once, I enjoyed it more than the commercials. It was a great game, but I still don't know a lot about football, and I'm not sure if he would have rooted for the Rams or the Bengals. I'm also not sure if he liked the Jets or Giants. That I'm not so sure about. He loved the New York Yankees. Like me, he was a fan of Derek Jeter, our favorite baseball player. Losing Chris was like losing a brother I never had. Whether Chris believed in God or not, I hope you found peace and are in a better place, Chris. I'll never forget you. May your soul rest in peace. As I wrap this tribute video up, please leave a comment and send your prayers to the Maino family. Mrs. Maino, hope you liked and enjoyed this tribute video for your son.